Hey friends, welcome again to my YouTube channel Aries Biology. My name is Aarti Sharma and I hope you all are doing well. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to talk about diffusion and osmosis. So let's get started. Here is something about me. So now, first of all, we will deal with the term diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is simply the movement of molecules, right? Like we say in our common language, gases diffuse from one place to another place. The gas molecules easily diffuse from one place to another place, right? So diffusion is simply movement. Now let's jump on the exact definition of diffusion. Diffusion is simply the movement of gaseous molecules from their higher concentration towards lower concentration. Higher concentration means high number of gaseous molecules. Lower concentration means low number of gaseous molecule. So gases always tend to move from higher concentration towards lower concentration, right? Let's suppose you have a container filled with gas under pressure. Now when you will try to release the pressure, the gaseous molecules will try to escape out of the cylinder. They will try to escape into the atmosphere free of any pressure, right? So this is the property of the gases. They always tend to move towards lower concentration of molecules, right? So in this chamber you can see that the chamber is further subdivided into two parts by using semi-permeable membrane, which will allow the movement of gaseous molecules from one chamber to another chamber. So you can see that this is the chamber number 1 and here is your chamber number 2. This chamber number 1 has very high concentration of gaseous molecules as compared to chamber number 2. Now what do you think? Where does the diffusion will occur? Obviously from higher concentration towards lower concentration. That is the property of gases. Now diffusion basically take place in case of gases. It does occur in liquids, but it occurs fastly in case of your gases, right? Now diffusion is a passive in nature. What does it mean? Passive means the movement of gaseous molecules from one place to another place doesn't require any energy. So this movement required no energy, that's why we call it passive in nature. The molecules automatically randomly move from higher to lower concentration. That's why we call it passive. Now diffusion always occur along concentration gradient. What is the concentration gradient? Concentration gradient that you can see in this chamber. The one side has high number of concentration, another side has low concentration of the molecules. This type of arrangement is known as the gradient that is maintained by the gas inside of the chamber. Now the movement of gases will take place unless they achieve the state of equilibrium, right? So next we will talk about the terminology of osmosis. So what is osmosis? The first definition that I'm going to tell you is not written on the slide, so just listen to me very carefully. Osmosis is simply the movement of water molecules from higher concentration towards lower concentration. It is pretty much like the definition of your diffusion. But in case of diffusion, you will talk about the gases. In case of osmosis, you will talk about the solvent. So osmosis is the movement of water molecules from higher concentration towards lower concentration, right? Now this is the second definition of osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of your solvent molecules like water molecules from lower concentration of solute molecules to higher concentration of solute molecules. Now we will discuss this definition by using this slide. Here you can see that in the chamber number 1, this is once again a chamber, right? And it's been further divided into the two parts. Here is the chamber number 1 and chamber number 2. In first chamber, the concentration of water molecule is very high. In the second chamber, the water concentration is low. In the first chamber, these dotted solute molecules are very low. In second chamber, the solute molecules are very high. Now just tell me, where does the osmosis will occur? According to osmosis, the water movement will occur from lower concentration of solute towards higher concentration of solute. Now why does it occur? It takes place in order to dilute the solution number 2. It occurs to dilute the solute molecules present in the solution number 2, right? So this is the basic of your osmosis, and osmosis will occur unless both the solutions comes to equilibrium, right? So that is the purpose of osmosis in case of liquids. Now you can take another example of your biological living cell. Yeah, my drawing is very bad. Okay, so this is the biological cell. You can see that inside the cell these red dotted molecules are solute molecules. The concentration of solute molecule inside the cell is very high as compared to the outside. So where the water molecule movement will occur? Obviously from outside to inside of the cell. The water molecules will try to dilute the solute molecules present inside the cell, and the osmosis will occur unless the concentration of water molecules become equals inside and outside. So this is the main function of osmosis that is used up to maintain the integrity and hydration content of the cells. So there is something about the osmotic solutions, and we will discuss about these all solutions in our next video. And you have to, until that, you have to learn diffusion and osmosis by heart. Only then you will be able to understand these all isotonic, hypotonic and hypertonic solutions. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. If you really like my video, then please subscribe and share, and thank you so much.